Oh, I know you. Hey, I know. Bro, it's been weeks and you. I know. My fault. What's good, YouTube? Jay Jones here, and today we're going to break down the Luka 3, man. The Luka 3. Now, I did spend some time playing in these, well, as much time as I could. I'll give you guys a little more on that later. I do want to break down the shoe for those who are interested in purchasing the Luka 3. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're a Jordan Brand fanatic. You know, back in the day, Jordan Brand used to make some of the best sneakers on and off the court. You know what I'm saying? You got your retros, but then you got to think Jordan 28 through 30 was super solid. Now I think Jordan Brand is trying to find their way back, but I'm not gonna lie, they haven't been doing the best with their signature athletes. I think it's important to still talk about some of these shoes. Maybe you're a Luka fan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Clay. Hey, Clay is a huge Luka fan. He has every pair. There are some things that we kind of need to talk about. I do want to kind of break down the shoe. And yeah, man, we can see if it's, you know, one of the shoes that you should maybe pick up for this upcoming season. Let's get into it. So let's pop it off with the traction. Multi-directional traction pattern. This is probably the strongest and most appealing feature on the Luka, in my opinion. And I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty solid, man. They didn't try to hold back. You know, sometimes I feel like we're starting to get to the point where we care more about the design on the bottom of the sneaker and not the actual pattern and if it's actually going to work. They went ahead and put it everywhere. That's a good look, in my opinion. Now, it is split. I don't know if you guys can see that, where half of the rubber is, you know, solid, and then the other half, as you can see, is translucent. Now, this is a shoe that I would probably keep inside only. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of sneakers that I can just comfortably say that you should probably take outside. There are some models that are specifically for outdoor play. You know those, do your research, and go from there. Now, the newest version of Kushlun, the 3.0, is found in the Luka 3. Now, I personally don't find it to feel that bad. I don't know if it's one of those things where Nike tried to push it to make it seem like it was just this outstanding cushion setup.
But for the most part, I mean, it's straight.
Like, it's not terrible. It's not anything that's going to be, it ain't nothing mind-blowing, you know what I'm saying? It ain't Boost, but one of those cushion setups that should get the job done. It's not super bouncy. It's not super propelling, you know what I'm saying? There's other models that I think you can find for that. This here is a little more subtle. It's a little more chill underfoot. To be fair, I do think the 3.0 is still going to be pretty durable long term. Now, you may need to spend a little time breaking it in. Now, there are other cushion options that I think you could feel great in right from the jump. This one here, spend a little time kind of breaking it in, spend a little time playing in it. And again, I think it's durable enough to get you through a season, which is always a plus in my opinion. There's a lot of unauthentic sneakers on the internet, which makes buying real sneakers on the internet a lot more challenging than you think, but not with POIZON. POIZON does a great job keeping all sneakers legit, so no fakes are allowed. Hey, you know they fake. You better holler at POIZON, man. Simply download the POIZON app to get free legit checks using the code AUTH to get up to $10 off your next purchase. And the good news is getting your sneakers checked with POIZON service is actually pretty simple. First, click the drop down menu and go to authentication. Next, you will be prompted to take several pictures of your sneaker just to ensure that the sneaker is legit. As you can see, I decided to free legit check my Jordan 1 Mocha. The app does a great job guiding you on the pics that you need for 100% accuracy. The more the better, in my opinion. And lastly, submit your email, and within 3 to 5 minutes, you should get confirmation telling you if your sneakers are legit or not. This is a 24/7 full-time service, so you can do this whenever you want. All my night owls out there who, you know what I'm saying, you still grinding and trying to get your sneakers to check late at night, no worries. POIZON got you. And with both AI and human experts, there's hardly any hiccups. Guaranteed accuracy, guaranteed reassurance. Be sure to use your phone to hit the link in the description for free legit checks using the code AUTH to get up to $10 off your next purchase. Hey, keep them sneakers real, man. Keep them sneakers 100 out here. Let's get back to today's vid. In regards to the materials, this shoe is broken into two main sections with two different material choices. The first, as you can see, the waves right here, all molded mesh. Then towards the back, you got synthetic leather to help give you that reinforcement to complete the sneaker. Now, there's nothing crazy or just like super dope about the material choices here. In my opinion, I do feel like it's a bit misplaced. I don't know if it's just the design itself, but I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but maybe I need some different, or I need a different colorway. Like it's soft enough to do what you need it to do, but it just looks, I don't know, it just looks a bit forced. Y'all tell me, what y'all think? Am I tripping? I feel like they tried to find that balance, but it just wasn't executed properly. Nothing wrong, you can get away with it, but nothing special at all. The fit, the lockdown, the stability are all nice as well. These do run true to size, although they look a bit bulky, they actually fit They actually fit pretty well. I didn't want to order a pair and then not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I made that mistake with Lukas in the past. Like, sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, the Lukas seemed a bit
big on my foot.
This one seemed a bit bulky, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait it out so I know. So I was able to kind of try these on just to get the appropriate size, and then I like the fit. There is an ISO plate, you guys can see it on the side, that goes from about mid-foot to the forefoot for increased stability. Helps with lateral containment. This is another noticeable feature on the shoe. I kind of feel like it is in place for Luka. You know what I'm saying? Him being that size, and still, you know, he's not super shifty, but he's more crafty. So just kind of putting that in place. Of course, you got the side step 3 and the step back, like all of that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's very applicable to his game. So I thought that was a good look by Jordan Brand. All the moves that he's making, I thought they kept in mind when they decided to add something like this. So kind of keeping it ideal to their signature athlete, I thought was a good look. It's an ISO plate, and you know what I'm saying? Hey, Luka can put you on the island. He can ISO, so it's like, hey, I can't be mad at that. They got that right. Hey, I know you like the ISO too. Go ahead, do your thing. But I think they did a good enough job giving you enough features to keep you secure at all times when you're playing. Overall, man, this sneaker is the Luka 3. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing special about it, but there's nothing that should hinder you on the court at the same time. Me personally, for the price, what, $130 I think for these, I would probably go with the Sabrina 2. I feel like the Sabrina 2 right now is Nike's best sneaker. I know it's not Nike, it's Jordan, but there's not a lot of sneakers, in my opinion, out right now that's better than the Sabrina 2. For those who are big-time Luka fans, I could see the use for this one. For those who don't need a lot of court feel, who need something that's, you know, a little bulkier, a little heavier, but still feeling like you need to kind of be agile on the court at different times, and hey, your game is similar to Luka's, I think this is a pretty good option. Like we talked about, the ISO plate is there, decent traction, you know what I'm saying? Try them on, get the appropriate fit. I think they need to do more solid colorways. Like this here, I feel like they tried to overcompensate, just because right now that whole vibrant,
what's gonna stand out on the court,
is a thing, but it has to be executed the right way. A lot of people argue that this is the best Luka to drop. The Luka 3 is his best one. You know what I'm saying? I know I didn't see him in the 2 much. I saw him in the 1. That says something. So we gonna see if he hoops in this one. But outside of that, it's a decent shoe. But that's it, man. Thank you guys for being here. Let me know what you want me to review next. I do have some news. I did tear my meniscus, so that's kind of why I haven't been able to show you guys a lot of on-foot stuff. And over time, it's just gotten worse. So yeah, I gotta have surgery at some point. Some point this month, I do plan to have surgery. So that was kind of the delay. Like I haven't been able to really move much. I can still get away with, you know, certain movements here and there for the most part. You know what I'm saying? It's been kind of tough to kind of just be able to do what I want to do from a pain and injury standpoint, but also from a mental standpoint. So yeah, that's why this Luka 3 took so long. I kind of had to, you know, hey, I gotta pick my days. I gotta pick the days when I can kind of, you know, bear with me there. There are some other sneakers. Like I said, at some point, I'm trying to get through as many as I can while I can before I have the surgery. That's that. So forgive me for the delay. I know, hey man, where you been? You know, it's always a reason. If you're looking for me, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok. Instagram at IamJJones. TikTok at IamJJonesFR. Me and Buckets decided to start a channel where we just talk about everything in life. You can catch us over there. Be sure to subscribe. We're trying to get the channel monetized, and we're grinding over there. So if you're looking for me, you can find me. You might have to do a little digging, but you know what I'm saying, I am there. So always be sure to reach out. Always be sure to DM me. And yeah, man, if there's anything that you want to see from me, let me know. I have more food videos for my members too, especially since I'm gonna be out. After the surgery, I'm gonna be down for a little minute. I think I'm gonna document the whole thing though. I think I'm gonna document the whole thing, like my recovery, and how I get back. I think I'm gonna feel a lot better, cause my knee's been bothering me for so long, but it was just one of those things where I was just kind of pushing off and was like, all right, well, I mean, it ain't nothing crazy. I'm straight. Until it got to the point one time where I just couldn't walk or couldn't move, and that's when I had to kind of go see what was going on, and it's been my meniscus the whole time. So gotta get that repaired, and yeah, you know, hey, we back to it. It might be bouncier. You never know. But thank you guys for being here. Be sure to keep up with everything. Be sure to keep up with all the content. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, jerks. I love y'all. I'm out.
On the night I was born, the rain was pouring. God was crying. Lightning struck. Power outage. Sparks was flying.